In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best power forward cards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. We do have a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to D tier, and we have about 30 to 35-ish of the best power forward cards right now in My Team, and the power forward position is honestly stacked. There is so many great cards at power forward, so I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below, out of all the great power forwards in this game, what power forwards are you guys currently rocking on your squad, and let me know what power forward you guys do enjoy using the most. But of course, let me know what you guys would change about my tier list as well. But looking at the first power forward card is I almost said diamond, is Dark Matter Triple J. And with Triple J, I think you can't really put this card in S with just how many good power forwards there are in this game, but I do think he's one of the better, especially non 100 overall power forwards in this game. I think Dark Matter Triple J is a little bit of an upgrade compared to his Galaxy Opal. It's not a huge difference, but he definitely is a better card than his Galaxy Opal version, and I think he's one of the better power forwards in this game. He is great defensively, the badges are insane, the defensive stats are insane, and he does have a really good jump shot. That release on very quick is probably one of the better big man jump shots in this entire game, especially for a power forward, but he is only 6'10", so it does hinder him a little bit, but he does have a really good wingspan and a really good player model as well. So Triple J, elite power forward. I think you got to put him at least in the A tier category. I just don't know if I can put him in S tier with how many great power forwards that we do currently have. Now, Kevin Garnett, I know some people are going to hate on me for this, and a lot of people do love this Kevin Garnett card. So if you guys have success with him, have fun, man. Please have fun with whatever card you guys do enjoy. I 100% genuinely mean that. I think my team is all about using the cards that you guys enjoy, but I just know I make these videos to help you guys out. In case you guys are wondering what are the best cards to use at a certain position, I personally would not recommend this card, but if you're good with him, you have a lot of success with him, you enjoy using him, by all means use Kevin Durant, or well, you could use Kevin Durant too, but use Kevin Garnett and have fun with this card. I just don't think his jump shot's good. I think it's a really bad jump shot. His movement isn't that great, but that's not what you need at power forward, but it does, you know, help to have a little bit of movement and be able to dribble a little bit at the power forward position. I think he's a fine power forward card, but do I think he's all that great? I mean, maybe C tier, maybe C tier, just because he is a good defender, but I just don't like that jump shot. I think it's one of the more baited jump shots in this game. For example, Bam. I think Bam's better than Kevin Garnett because his jump shot is a whole lot better, and he's just as good defensively. Now, Bam is only 6'9", but he does have a 7'3" wingspan. His defense is unreal, but the thing about this card is he's got some sort of movement, a great behind the back with the shade behind the back, the Russell Westbrook dribble style, the Kobe escape is not that bad, right? And then you also got a much faster and a much better jump shot. So for me, I just think Bam is a all-around much better card than Kevin Garnett, but I can understand people like Kevin Garnett because of his defense. I just don't personally like his jump shot. I think for that reason, he's probably going to be in one of the weaker tiers. I think for me, I think I'll go C tier for now. Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem is an easy A to S tier card. Again, when we're talking about the, when I'm doing a tier list, guys, I like to only keep it to the top 5 cards at that specific position in the S tier category. Do I think that Hakeem is a top 5 power forward? Honestly, no, but do I think he's one of the best power forwards in this game? 100% yes, like 1000%. Hakeem is an absolute dog. I just like to keep my S tier category to that like prestigious, only top 5 cards at that position. These are the best of the best. Could Hakeem on a normal tier list that maybe other people do, could he be an S tier? 100%, but I do think Hakeem, for me personally, is going to be in that A tier category. Talking about 100 overall Chris Bosh. This one may surprise a lot of people. I'm going to go Chris Bosh in A. I think he's an amazing power forward card. 1000% yes. 6'11" power forward, 7'3" wingspan. Obviously, the stats and the badges are insane because he's a 100 overall card. But the thing is, I'm not a huge fan of this card's jump shot. And again, that's where it comes down to preference. If you guys like this Chris Bosh jump shot, not that many people probably have this card, but if you guys do, and you really like this card's jump shot, and you're okay with his dribble sigs, which do look okay, they look solid for a power forward card, does have some pretty good movement, but I'm just not the biggest fan of this card's jump shot. Do I think he's an amazing power forward option, and that a lot of people could definitely be using this card on their squad? 1000%. I just personally think there's better power forward options. I would say Bob Mcadoo is a very similar card to Bam, where they're undersized at power forward. No doubt, like a 6'9" power forward is undersized, but do have decent player models. I mean, Bam, I would say has a better player model, longer wingspan, but they're both really good defensive cards that do have fast jump shots. In my opinion, this is a really good release. Not a huge fan of his dribble sigs though. He doesn't have much movement to provide, and I think if you're an undersized power forward, only 6'9", at this stage in my team, you got to have some sort of movement to really kind of offset that height of only 6'9" and being an undersized power forward. So I think for that reason, Bob Mcadoo can't be much higher than like the low B tier category. Talking about 100 overall Shaq, I think he's for sure going to be our first S tier card. I mean, I do think Shaq is a top 5 power forward, 7'1" at power forward, 7'7" wingspan. His card's an absolute monster stats and badges wise, but they actually gave Shaquille O'Neal a guard type of jump shot, or maybe not even a guard type of jump shot, but they gave him an elite level big man jump shot with the Chris Bosh base, the Franz Wagner upper on very quick. I think it's a really good jump shot. He's also got amazing dribble sigs, again, for a power forward card that is Shaquille O'Neal, who is 7'1", with one of the best player models in this game. Darius Garland dribble style, Levine escape, Curry behind the back, Curry moving step back. This card moves like a guard while also being one of the more dominant power forwards in this game, just being an absolute bully ball. You know, power forward card that I think he's easily going to be in that S tier category. Now talking about Pau Gasol, I think realistically is high, maybe like high D tier, low C tier. Not a huge fan of this Pau Gasol card. I think it mainly comes down to his jump shot once again. 7 foot at power forward, 7'4" wingspan. You know, could be a little bit faster of a card, only 88 speed, 89 agility, but he is a good enough defender. Could be a little bit better perimeter wise and steal. The jump shot though, I just don't like this release, and again, doesn't have much movement. I mean, Devin Booker dribble style is good, but no size up, no behind the back, I think does hurt this card. I think he's good, you know, I think he's good when we're talking about in the grand scheme of things, when we're talking about all around power forwards. When we're talking about the best power forwards in this game, I mean, like realistically, I don't know if I can put this card any higher than C tier. Talking about Dark Matter Marc Gasol, I think he's one of the more underrated power forwards in this game. A lot of people were talking about that Dark Matter Jason Kidd card, and for very good reasons. That Dark Matter Jason Kidd is a monster, but this Marc Gasol card is great. His defense is really good. His jump shot is extremely fast. I love this Marc Gasol card. I think he's easily one of the best power forwards in this game. 100% going to be an A tier. Talking about Dark Matter Giannis, even though I do think he's a much better small forward card, and if you guys have Dark Matter Giannis, I would highly recommend running him at small forward. But if you want to run him at power forward, he's still an absolute monster, really good defensively. He's a great slashing card. He's got the height, the wingspan, and the player model to guard other power forwards. He can switch 1 through 5. He can guard point guards on the perimeter. He can guard the other team's best player and best scorer, and he can also guard most centers in this game as well. So I do think Giannis is easily going to be an A tier power forward card. 100 overall Tim Duncan, absolute monster, guys. Like seriously, an absolute monster. I mean, with the Pro Pass, I know it costs money, but I do think it's worth it to get this Tim Duncan card if you guys want to be playing the game and hitting level 40. 6'11" power forward, 7'3" wingspan. They gave this card KPJ base, Pro 2 fade, Garland dribble style, Curry size up, Kemba escape, Trey behind the back. Those are seriously some of the best dribble sigs in this entire game on a power forward Tim Duncan card. It is absolutely unbelievable. I think he's 1000% going to be an S tier. Now Dino is a hard one to rank, because do you put Dino in A or do you put Dino in the high B tier category? Is Dino as good as a Hakeem, a Chris Bosh? No, but do I think he's most likely on the same tier? I would say potentially yes, kind of in that like low A tier category. Galaxy Opal Jaren Jackson Jr. I think is really good, but I do think he's a tier below his Dark Matter card. Yes, they are very similar, but I think that faster jump shot does make quite a bit of a difference, and some other stat upgrades as well, and some badges do help on that card, but I do think they're very similar at the power forward position. Talking about Dark Matter Embiid, I pretty much put Embiid and Hakeem on the exact same tier in every single video, because Embiid and Hakeem are basically the same card. I think they're easily both going to be in that A tier category. Great power forward options. Vucevic, I would say, is most likely C tier. I mean, the lack of defense is definitely there, but I do think he's a really good offensive card. And if I'm being completely honest, guys, I'm most likely going to move Pau Gasol and Kevin Garnett down to that D tier category. Talking about Dark Matter Chet, I think he's one of the best power forwards in this game. Can I put him in S tier? Again, if you wanted to, you definitely could. I think his defense is insane, his jump shot is good, but I'm only saving that S tier category for the top 5 best power forwards. Do I think he's top 5? I would say most likely not, but Chet is an absolute beast at that power forward position. Dark Matter Kareem, I will say, is most likely a top 5 power forward in this game. He's 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. I mean, that Kareem card, he is the only Dark Matter card in this game, in my opinion, that can sort of keep up with a lot of the 100 overall power forward cards, just because of his defense and his player model. Talking about 100 overall Wilt, I mean, in my opinion, the best power forward in this game, but I do think him and Tim Duncan are very, very close when we're talking about who's the best power forward in this game. I think it's definitely between 100 overall Wilt and 100 overall Tim Duncan. 7'1" at power forward, 8-foot wingspan, with an amazing jump shot. They seriously gave him one of the best catch and shoot jump shots in this game. He's got the Pro 2 fade. He's even got some dribble sigs if you need to move with him a little bit, but it does not matter because he's just an absolute monster with that 8-foot wingspan. This card is an absolute beast at the power forward position. Talking about Pink Diamond Kel'el Ware, I think B tier is fair for him. you know, he's just a good card. Maybe could use some better stats, some better badges, maybe a faster jump shot, but I think Kel'el Ware is a perfect power forward card when we're talking about the budget power forwards. Bull, huge shocker to a lot of people. I'm gonna go B tier. I'm just not that high on this card. Will a lot of people disagree with that take? 100%, so I understand it. I know a lot of people love this Bull card. Just, it's not for me. Bull is not for me. I do not like his jump shot. I think his movement is a little bit overrated. I don't think he moves that well. Yes, he's a 7'3" power forward, but he's not got that much strength, and I do think you can kind of take advantage of this card on the perimeter and also for his lack of strength. I just don't like this card. If you guys want to rank him higher, I could definitely see him being in the A tier category. Just for me, I think he's going to be high B tier. Talking about Pink Diamond Frank Kaminsky, I would say C tier along Wendell Carter Jr. I know some people are going to be like, you have Pink Diamond Frank Kaminsky and Wendell Carter Jr. over Dark Matter Pau Gasol and Dark Matter Kevin Garnett. I do, because they have better jump shots, and to me that matters, you know, a lot more than people would think. If we compare the cards, Frank Kaminsky and Pau Gasol. Now Pau Gasol is going to be 100% better stats and badges wise, right? 6'7" compared to 7'1". Frank Kaminsky got a little bit more height, but obviously less wingspan. We take a look at the stats, right? You know, Pau Gasol does have +9 block, +9 steal, +7 perimeter, +3 interior defense. Is he a better defender? 100%. Is it crazy noticeable in game like Frank Kaminsky is this horrible defender compared to Pau Gasol? I don't think so. Does Pau Gasol have 13 more Hall of Fame badges? 100%. Are they a lot on defense? 100%. But to me, the biggest difference is I feel like I can actually green consistently with Frank Kaminsky. I like his jump shot a lot more than Pau Gasol. So to me, that's the difference maker, and that's why I do think Frank Kaminsky is a slightly better card than Dark Matter Pau Gasol. Now, Dark Matter D-Rob, I think he's most likely high A tier. Again, is he a top 5 power forward? I don't think so. But is he one of the best power forwards in this game? I 1000% believe so. Domantas Sabonis also going to be in D tier. I don't really like that card at all. I don't like his jump shot. Doesn't play much defense. I'm not huge on that Domantas Sabonis card. 100 overall Kristaps. I mean, he's got to be in the S tier category. Just an absolute beast. 7'2", really good jump shot. He's a 100 overall card with a really good release. Love that Kristaps card. Moses Malone is really good. Do I think he's A tier? Personally, no. Now, I know a lot of people might disagree with that. I know I was really low on this Moses Malone card, so some people might be waiting to see where I rank him, and I think he's really good. I was a little bit too harsh on him. Moses Malone is a beast at the power forward position. Is he as good as the 100 overall Bosh, the Hakeem, the Jaren, the Gasol, the Giannis, even the Dino? I personally don't think so, but I do think Moses Malone is going to be in that high B tier category. James Wiseman, realistically, he's probably like D tier. Not huge on that James Wiseman card. I think the free level 40 Tim Duncan is still A tier. He is still a really good power forward option. Joakim Noah, I think, is really good as well. I think he's most likely going to be in high B tier though. I think Eddie Curry is also going to be in B tier. I think Hassan Whiteside is also going to be in B tier. And I think Patrick Ewing, surprisingly enough, is going to be in the B tier category. I do not like that card's jump shot, but he is a 100 overall card, so he has really good stats and badges and all that kind of other stuff as well. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my power forward card tier list? Let me know what you guys would change about it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.